least once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
Welcome back, YouTube. As I stated on my last video that I ended with, bam, I got myself one. I bought my wife this SoCal Sand Aventon Aventure and had a lot of fun on it. Went on the Facebook Marketplace and found me one, the high step model, that bar. Found me one and got it used. Still looks brand spanking new. The guy I bought it from had 100 miles on it. He was moving out of the country, so he needed to get rid of it, but I took it off his hands at a significant discount. I've been real happy so far. In today's video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about why I chose the Aventon Aventure over the Rad Rover 6 Plus. I found both of them used on the Facebook Marketplace, and originally I was going to get the Rad Rover 6, and after further research I went with this for several reasons. I'll tell you why I chose the Aventon Aventure over the Rad Rover 6. First was a few of my local bike shops will actually work on these, whereas the Rad Rover 6, there's only one dealer and it's in downtown Dallas, and I'm not even sure they work on the bikes. I think they're just a rental place. So a lot of bike shops won't work on that bike for some reason, and I read and did some research where they will work on these. Another thing, parts were more expensive on the Rad Rover 6, the Rad Rover, RadPower bikes in general. All the accessories. I bought this little rear rack and my wife's front rack for $30. It was a Black Friday sale, but they were still significantly cheaper than what RadPower offers on their website. I was originally going to go with the RadPower because it has a brushless motor. You know, all my power tools are brushless motors. They say those are, you want those that are versus a non-brushless motor. Turns out both of these motors, this is the Bafang 750 watt motor. It is also a brushless motor, so I did like that, which both of them had that. And also one of the biggest selling points on this over the RadPower 6 was that Bafang motor is a 750 watt brushless motor like we talked about, but it peaks out at 1130 watts. Whereas the RadPower they say it's a 750 watt motor, but it peaks out at 750 watts. So some of the people online were saying that they think it's maybe actually a 500 watt motor, but peaks out at 750. So I think on the Bafang motor, it's going to be a little bit more powerful motor than that RadPower. So class 3. The Rad Rover 6 is a class 2 and only goes 20 miles an hour unless you're going downhill or something like that. I've had this thing over 33 miles an hour. You got to download the Aventon app and unlock the feature to let it go into class 3. Now when you're using the throttle, when you're pushing the thumb throttle, it'll only go 20 miles an hour. But if you start pedaling and let off the throttle, once you're at 20 miles an hour, it'll keep taking you up to, I think I got it set at 28 is the max, but I've done 33, 34 miles an hour. So speed, it's faster. I like that. Bought this. Originally, me and my wife rented the Rad Rovers, and we liked them. They're great bikes. We had a good time on them. Not knocking them. But on Black Friday sale, this was on sale, and the Rad Rover 6 step-through model was not on sale. Also, my wife's 5 feet tall. We figured out, we went and measured her. We didn't know how tall she was. Went and measured her. This is the small version of the Aventon Aventure, whereas the Rad Rover 6 only has one size. So we went with the smaller one. It accommodates her size a little better. 5 foot, you can see how low we got that seat. It can go about 3 to 4 inches lower for anybody who's shorter than, I'd say you could ride this bike easily if you were 4'8", 4'7", something like that. I think it wouldn't be a problem. Another thing, bigger battery. The RadPower had a 589 to 672 watt-hour battery. This is a 15 amp hour, 720 watt-hour battery. So another check mark for the Aventon Aventure. The Aventon has a 3 amp charger, whereas the RadPower had a 2 amp charger. So it's going to charge faster, and it's got a bigger battery, so maybe it won't charge faster, but it is a more powerful charger, so that's good. Started doing my research, and the reviews were better on this bike. People just, seems like a lot more of them were out there, and people were really happy with these. So went with that along with these other ones. Different sizes, I talked about that. The USB charger, I'll show you that. I shouldn't say a charger, but it is, let's see if you can see it. You can see it, it's right under there. You can open that little door up and you can plug in a charging cord and charge your phone if you wanted to. Whereas the RadPower didn't have that, which I'll probably never use it, but it's an extra feature you can have. The cons on this bike, originally while I was thinking, was that delay in the motor. Not so much on the throttle. When you push the throttle, it's pretty instant. But when you start pedaling, it's about 1 pedal revolution before that motor kicks in and starts taking you away. And that was a con to me at first, but after doing some more research, I think all these electric bikes have that little delay. So that might be a normal thing. The lockout fork. The front fork. This is not a con, this is a pro. It's got a lockout fork, which that's pretty cool. That's what my high-end mountain bike does. So you can do it like that to have it springy, or you can close it and lock it out and it'll be real stiff. So I like that. So that's kind of the pros and cons of why I chose the Aventon over the RadPower bike. RadPower bike, it's still a cool looking bike. I really like the way that bike looks, but just for the sake of having two of the same bike, I thought that would be make more sense to do that. Mods, I added that. We added the little bells. We're gonna add the phone things, we got that. And I added this, like I talked about earlier, the rear rack. And now I'm gonna put a milk crate on it so I can carry stuff in. I'll show you that here. Actually, I need to go to the store real quick and get that. I'll be right back. That would work, but not this one. And boom, just like that. I figured I could go to the store, the grocery store if I needed to, get some groceries. Or when me and my wife go on a long ride, I could put my backpack in there. I didn't really want that fixed bag because I don't want to be having to dig my keys out and wallet and all that stuff. I'd just rather have it in a backpack and just take my backpack with me. That way I can put my helmet in my backpack. But what I'm gonna do is get some zip ties and zip tie it down in there. This is just your standard. This was $7.37 at Walmart. You can see it doesn't sit flush. You could turn it sideways if you wanted to, and then that would sit flush. And you want to keep it back a little bit so your back doesn't hit it. But I'll get this thing zip tied in and I'll show y'all where I do the zip ties. This is something I'm not gonna have on all the time. It's just something when we go on long rides, I'll zip tie it on there and carry my stuff. And then let me know in the comments what y'all do on these racks. I guess you could, I got some bungee cords. If you could bungee cord a purse or something like that. But let me know in the comments what you do with that. Let me get this zip tied in and we'll show you a quick ride. All right, folks, I got it attached. Set it back a little bit for my back. I just zip tied it in with some black zip ties, and you can tell it is sturdy. We'll get my supplies and I got my tools, my bike tools, my bike lock, got a few bottles of water. I'll have my helmet, and let's go for a test drive. Well, folks, that's all I got for this video today. Just wanted to show you my little upgrade and tell you why I chose the Aventon Aventure over the Rad Rover 6 Plus. These baskets on the back can get expensive if you're looking for bike-specific ones. This was a cheap option, a couple of zip ties and a $7 milk crate. And as you can see, it works amazing, carries a lot of weight. That rack can only hold 55 pounds, so you could easily put 55 pounds in the back of that thing. And that's just the right amount of space you want to put in there. Makes it comfortable. Hope y'all liked the video. Have a great afternoon.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.